And so I borrow the way that she says this, but it's all forgiveness is self-forgiveness. And I think that many people don't think that or believe that or even understand that because we think that forgiveness is about making peace with someone else, right? But at the deepest level, it's about making peace with ourselves. And if we understand that concept a little bit better, the forgiveness process can begin to flow more. And it's really about forgiving ourselves for what we didn't know, for how long we stayed stuck, for the ways we may have felt like we abandoned ourselves in the process of being hurt, right? Even when someone else did harm to us, we often carry the burden of some form of blame internally. And that's really why forgiveness is so important. And it actually frees us because we are working through this self forgiveness process. And talking about how it leads to self love is, I think it's one and the same. Forgiving self is showing ourselves love, is showing ourselves compassion, is being kind to the parts of ourselves that didn't know better at the time, instead of judging and criticizing that
And I
part.
think that's a very important point there of we didn't know better at the time.
Mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm.
really believe that as humans, we do the best we can with the information we have at the
Yep.
time. And then as we grow, that's when we start looking back. And that's when that forgiveness really comes in because you have to forgive yourself for not knowing any better or thinking that it was normal.
Yeah. Yes. And one of the ways that I help people to understand self forgiveness and walk through that process is through my inner mosaic method that I really created through my studies in psychology and marriage and family therapy and even the metaphysical world and bridging a lot of those modalities together. It's really helped to create a smoother forgiveness process than trying to forgive our whole self at once.